Alrighty, hey there everybody, it's Mr. Movies87 here, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy 1. Alrighty, in the last episode, we started our quest with our 4 humble heroes, 2 warriors, a white mage and a black mage, met the Cana Cornelia Castle, then learned our first quest to save Princess Sarah from Garland, showed off the super cool equipment glitch, already 2 fantastic results, went over to the town of the Provoca net to save them from a pirate problem, picked up a ship already in the first half hour of the game. Now we're down here at the Kingdom of Elfheim. Have not gone into the town, well, I didn't go into the town last time, but I will today, as I'm doing, well, right now. Please help our prince. Yeah, he's apparently been asleep for like 5 years, thanks to some curse or something, which actually sounds super nice. But I digress. Okay, weapons here. I do want to get, well, normally I want to get a dagger here for the black mage. It's a bit of an upgrade from the knife there, but I have no need for it there. Crosier, which would be okay for a monk, though really at this point they should be fighting barehanded anyhow. The saber, normally this would be good to have for a thief if you have one available. Not as good for the warriors or red mages there. They're better off with broadswords in my opinion. So nothing really of note there. I don't think any of that stuff duplicates or transform into anything else useful with the equipment glitch there. So never mind that. Oh wait, I want to talk to you over here first. Future is revealed to me. Okay. I wonder if we come back here later in the game if he'll have something else to say. I feel like he would, right? I mean, I'd assume as much. Anyway, armor shop here. I do want to buy... Okay, well, normally I want to buy some copper armlets here for the mages. They're super good for them. Iron armor, you want to have that for your warriors normally. I do want 2 iron shields. These are super handy. Leather cap, we can buy 1 more for the white mage. And helm, we'll want 2 of these for the warriors there. Pretty much outfit your party with all leather caps. Even the monk, really. It's only 1 point of defense, but you may as well. And then, yeah, same with red mages and thieves, the other mages there as well. And, like I said, 2 helms for your warriors there, too. Now, I believe the iron shield is actually pretty useful as far as the equipment glitch goes. So let's go shield weapon. And, okay, turns into defenders, which actually I do want these for my warriors here. They are super useful on the accuracy there and such. And also, they're more powerful than the Gladius there. So let's go, so your shield to your weapon. Okay, well, it's 5 points better on accuracy, but that's totally okay. Lay out a lot more attack power. I do lose some evasion, but I'm not too worried about that, honestly. So yeah, iron shields there. Go for a couple of helms. Get the leather cap on you, and you're already good. If you wanted to, you could buy 2 more iron shields and use the equipment glitch to give them to your mages here as well. Not a huge deal. They already have the ice armor, so they'll be just fine on that. Okay, so we can sell off the gladiuses, or I guess, would the plural be gladiuses? It wouldn't be gladii, would it? I actually have no idea what that would be. I would think gladiuses, but I digress. Ooh, weapons of an armor made of mithril are sturdy and powerful. Oh, okay. Well, keep my eyes peeled for that later on. Whenever we might eventually get that, I don't know. Let's see, items to buy. I do want to buy some gold needles here. We'll get 5. That should be enough for right now. Enemies can and will petrify you, so those will be very handy to have. Echo grasses. Silence doesn't really come up that often, so I'll just get 10. I mean, they're really cheap, so I may as well. Intense. I definitely want a bunch of these. Yeah, these restore, of course, your HP and MP on the field, so I want to get up to 30 of them. I apparently cannot do math. I was just 1 off from that. Let's see here. Okay, so these shops up here are actually the level 4 magic shops here, and we are nowhere near that right now. And actually, we are still even short of the level 3 spells yet. I think we did the level 3 spells available at level, like, 9 or 10, I want to say. Yeah, I kind of forgot I'm a little underleveled, actually, than what I normally am. Oh, wandered into an ancient castle. Interesting. Yeah, I don't blame you. I would want a piece out of there, too, ASAP. be no elf king, and we'll be at the mercy of the Dark Elf's evil power. That's the first I'm hearing of this Dark Elf, and these guys have me trapped. Guys, okay, stop. Getting a little claustrophobic there. Alrighty, oh, hello, let's talk to you, since I haven't yet. No one knows where Astos, King of the Dark Elves, has gone. Wonder if he went over to that abandoned castle from earlier. The mind wonders. Anyway, you see a gravestone. Well, clearly, yes, thank you. Oh, here lies Link. Oh, guess Ganon finally got the better of him, it would seem. Okay, so these two shops down here, there's also, real quick, Black Magic shop right there as well, if I didn't, well, if it went by too quickly. Now, the level 3 spells, you can kind of go a couple of different ways with them. They're all super good. Obviously, you want to have Cura, and probably Diara, or Diara, whatever, however it's pronounced as well. And you can't really go wrong with either Null Blaze or Heal. I usually prefer to go with Cura, Diara, and Heal, because I love the AoE healing. But Null Blaze is super, super useful, but as you can see, Knights can also learn that. So I generally tend to teach that to the Knights there once I get it. And then save Heal for the White Mages there, because only them and White Wizards can learn that. And AoE healing in this game is super, super good, especially come mid to late game there, when enemies will start spamming really, really strong AoE attacks there and such. As far as Black Magic goes, you definitely want to get Fyra and Thundara for, well, really both of them and Red Mages there. They'll also want to have Cura, by the way. Hold and Fokara are kind of both stupid, so don't waste your money on them. They're not at all worth it, in my opinion. And oh yeah, the Red Mages cannot learn the heal variety of spells, by the way. So a little FYI on that. Level 4 White Magic, not that good across the board, really. You will want Null Frost, though, just for general purposes there. Vots for curing silence, and Poison to cure poison, of course. Those can be handy-ish, but the items that cure them are so cheap anyway, so you may as well just go with that. And then Fear is just dumb, don't buy it, so it's a waste of money on that one. Black Magic, however, is a lot better. You absolutely want the haste spell, sorry. Red Mages want that, Black Mages want that, Ninjas will want that too down the line for sure. It's a wonderful, wonderful spell for boss fights there. I also want Blizzara as well for a good AoE attack there. It's a little stronger than Fire or Thundara there. So definitely nab that as well. And I will be getting these in due time when I have the levels to do so. Confuse can kind of be useful for crowd control, but I usually never buy it, so eh. Sleepra puts one foe to sleep, which, I mean, as well, really. I hardly ever use that. The sleep spell itself is pretty useful for the very early game, but beyond that, I stopped using it after, like, well, when I get here, pretty much. It's just not that worth it. One thing I also did, too, between episodes here, I turned down the volume of the PSP emulator here I'm using a little bit, so hopefully Flare won't be as loud as it was before. I mean, it did seem quieter in my headset there, but if the game audio does happen to be a little too quiet in comparison to my commentary or vice versa, I can fix that easily enough, so just let me know if need be. There's one thing, I know audio issues can come up in videos like all the time for people in some way or another, so that's why I usually try to be pretty good about having them be balanced out. Like when I stream, for example, throughout the stream I'll just ask people like, hey, how does the stream audio sound? Like, am I too loud, or is the game too quiet, or am I too quiet, game too loud, or what have you, what have you. I mean, if you guys have been longtime fans of... That was weird. Anyway, if you guys have been longtime fans of my channel, you guys know music. What are you... I don't know, speaking of audio issues... Oh, this might just be a bug with the game or something, perhaps. I'm not sure. But anyway, as I was trying to say, if you guys have been longtime fans of my channel, Either the new one here or my original one way back when. You guys know that I don't really do any fancy editing in my videos whatsoever. And usually, I don't... Well, I don't want to say I don't care to. Well, it's tough. Because, I mean, I know I could have higher production value if I took the time to learn to edit videos and such. But in my case, also, I kind of just prefer to keep things simple, right? So, I just prefer to not really do any editing, but still keep things good quality. Like, I have good video quality there, good audio quality. Rip music once again. We'll have to see once I get into a dungeon or something if that'll reset it there. But yeah, I mean, I have a good quality headset there. It's nothing fancy, just a USB headset. I sound clear enough when I talk, so that's all good there. It does help that my laptop has some good speakers in it as well for some good audio quality. Oh, upwards to the north there is that haunted castle, the one Elf mentioned there. We'll come back there later on, not right now. Rip music again. That's something I really cannot do anything about. That's just on the games, and I'm pretty sure. Now, with this battle here, I'm just going to go with physical attacks here. These guys are easy enough. Even the mages can one-shot them with the judgment staves there. I love the clump effect of the staves there. Not sure why. Just sounds humorous to me. Okay. So, anyway, our ultimate end goal, at least for right now, is the Marsh Cave down here. This part in the NES version of the game is brutal. I tell you what. You want to go through here probably multiple times just to A, gain levels, B, gain money, so then you can in turn go back to Elfheim to buy better stuff to actually survive this part here. Just, yeah, it is very, very rough. It even actually can be in newer versions of the game as well. But especially so in the NES version because you have limited spell charges there and such. Well, yeah, well, very, very limited. Origins, it's a little bit better because you have more charges available. But yeah, in the GBA and PSP versions, we have tons of MP available. You are just fine. It also helps having a free flare spell to use, but, you know, most people will not have that, so... I will try my best to give good strats for if you're playing the game normally throughout here. I mean, it is only fair, right? Oh, got a free dagger here. Nice. Well, actually, you know what? Let's see what that turns into while I'm here. Let's see. Let's take off... Well, actually, wait. We'll just do it on you there. Okay, so we equip that, and we will remove that, and then, I actually forget what this turns into. Let's find out. Ooh, I forgot that turned into that. Okay. Y'all will want to have this for sure. So let's see here. Let's go remove your defender. That's not what I meant to do. But, okay. And actually, yeah, we'll give it to the mages here as well. For, yeah, it's 8 more defense may as well, right? Let's see here. So let's give you the dagger. And then remove that once again. Make sure Blood Mage is on his armor. Dragon Mail for you. And then, yeah, dagger for you. Oh, wait, no, you already have that. Okay, so wait. No, remove that on you. And then go to armor for you. Okay, there we go, Cruel Beans. Now what I want to do is get the defenders back on there as well. Oh my god. I'm not trying to do that on purpose, I swear. Okay, so we want to remove yours. Shield, weapon. Okay, there's your defender back. And then, yeah, remove that. Go to your weapon, your shield. Okay, there we go. And then, oh yeah, let's re-equip the iron shields there as well. Okay. 3 hours later, finally done with that. Anyway, one thing to note here as well, this is the first dungeon this really applies to. These couple of chests here have repeat items in them, so like the 680 gil and the dagger there, right? They actually do appear in other chests as well, but if you grab those ones first, they actually will not be there in the other chest there, or the chest will just be empty, I believe is how the game handles that. I'm not entirely sure why they do that, because the extra money would be nice there. But yeah, with it being duplicate, it's just the chest is empty. So just a little FYI on that. I don't know if that applies to every version of the game, I know it does, of course, in the GBA and PSP versions there. But, oh well. So let's see here. I got a broadsword there, and some more money. Nice. Okay, so that takes care of the upper floor room area thing here. So let's go back up to the first floor, or I guess basement 1, whatever. And then make our way down towards the south here. Now, if you're blowing through your MP a lot here, if you don't have a lot of others, but you do have some tents or just what have you, I'd recommend once you clear out the top part of the area here, leave to the world map and use a tent and save, and then come back in for another trip. Also, you probably don't want to go through the area here until, like, you're level 10 or so. You probably want to have the level 3 spells, I'd say, at the very least, to help out here. Just Fyra and Thundara will be super, super useful here, as will spells like Cura, Diara, and Heal as well. Null Blaze not as useful here. But I will say one thing that is useful are more levels. Nice. Okay, so we're on level 9. Okay, those level 3 spells. Nice. I actually will I should probably make a detour back to Elfheim before going to the that northern castle later on. We will be going there eventually, of course. I mean, that's a spoiler. Well, actually, no, not really. As if that's a spoiler, I should say. Oh yeah, so here's a chest here. I think this would have been... It's either the broadsword or that 680 gil there. So yeah, like I said, that's empty, so don't worry about that. Let's see. Oh yeah, enemies around here, well, they're actually... A lot of them are new, we have not seen before. Many of them are weak to fire, so of course your fire spells from either the Black Mage or Red Mage will be extremely useful here. Plenty of undead here as well, so the White Mage with Dia or Diara is super good here for crowd control damage on that. Now, let's see, chest over here. Okay, that would be the other item that was already gotten from before. So just head on through this way. And get a big old set of rooms here. I think there's like 16 rooms in all here. I will say the bottom 4 on the row here, you can't go into them right now. We actually need the Mystic Key to access them, which we'll be getting in due time. So don't worry about that for quite right now. And really, of those chests, only one is actually worthwhile. The other ones, I will probably get if I remember. If I don't care. It's not a huge deal to me whatsoever. And also, I don't remember where every chest is, like, everywhere. So some of them, like, later on, I may miss. If I do, it's not a huge deal to me, honestly. If I'm like, oh, hey, wait, I forgot this, and I can go back and get it within reason, then yeah, I'll go back and get that. But if I miss it, then I miss it. Like, it's not a big deal. Like, yeah, this LP isn't going to be, like, 100% or anything like that. I'm just playing through the game just because I wanted to. And I have fun with it, so that's kind of why I do Let's Plays in the beginning. Well, that's why I got into it way back when. Oh yeah, so here's the Mystic Key doors, at least the first set of them over there anyway. But yeah, like, this stuff for me, like, Let's Playing, streaming, writing, drawing, they're hobbies to me. I do them because they're fun, and I enjoy doing them. Like, yeah, I'm trying to get better at my writing and my drawing there and such, and those take time to get better at them. But also, I'm not going to stress out about, like, having everything be perfect, right? Like, with drawing, for example, there's shit I see in my drawings that I can improve on in every single work that I do. Even something like, oh, hey, these lines could be smoother, or maybe I could have went with a better color choice, or, like, that eye's misshapen, or whatever. There's always something to improve on and things like that, and really, in most things, really. Like, my Let's Playing also, for another example, it could be made better if I, like, actually had video editing and such there, right? If I really wanted to. But I'm kind of, like, a low-tech sort of person and that sort of thing there, where I just kind of just roll with things and just have fun with it. And that's really what it should be about, right? In my opinion. Oh, anyway, so the one chest actually we want here is this one here. 3 rows down, 2 rooms, or actually just 1 room to the right here. We have the chest here with a forced encounter with a mini-boss, some Pisco Demons. Now, if you wanted some easy experience points actually here, you can step off the tile here and fight these guys over again. Just step off and step right back on it. These guys have, I believe, 84 HP apiece. You can fight anywhere from 1 to 4 per group here. And they give some pretty decent EXP, actually, for right now. And some good money there as well. Yeah, let's do a little bit of healing up real quick. Not that I really need to. I'll be going back outside shortly anyway. But anyway, here... You obtain the crown! Yes, I will keep doing that for each key item, so deal with it. Yeah, we'll be putting that to use in due time, so fret not on that. Okay, and we can just get the heck out of here. A new enemy here, Scorpion. I can detail them real quick. They can poison you, as scorpions, want to do. As far as weaknesses go, I mean the usual swords, sabers, fists, magic, your RPG fare. It all works to very good effect there. Oh, no, that's not an antidote. That is. There we go. Okay, so now at this point we can just get the heck out of here. Oh, while I'm here, I did not want to do that. I was trying to talk to the bat there, to be polite, but, well, the game didn't have that, apparently. Or wouldn't have that, I should say. But oh well. Okay, anyway. Okay, they just say key. That's all. I just felt like showing that off for pretty much no reason whatsoever. Okay, so we'll make our way out this way. Thankfully, this part actually is... If you know where you're going, it's pretty damn short. Even, well, just in general, it's pretty damn short. Just by the time I finish the sentence, we're going to pretty much be out of here because I know where I'm going. Never mind. That almost worked. Okay, green slimes. These guys have very high physical defense, so normally your attacks won't be able to penetrate that. So just go with some... I think any spell will be okay against them. They might be weak to one of the elements, I don't know offhand. But regardless, they're not too bad to deal with there. Okay, and we survived the Marsh Cave. Well, let me think. Ow. Yeah, I'll go back to Elfheim real quick. Just to get the level 3 spells real quick. Now, granted, a lot of them will kind of be useless because I already have free flare. But I will want to get Cura and heal at the very, very least. So, in the meantime, what else can I talk about? Because it's been a little while since the last episode here. It's been about a week or so. Although, really, my whole plan for this LP was to have an episode or two per week anyhow. Just because my schedule usually only works out that way. For the most part there. Like, yeah, tonight, this is being recorded Monday night. And I'll probably upload it sometime tomorrow, whenever I can, anyway, if I also remember. But yeah, I haven't been able to actually record or stream anything for quite a few days, actually, just because I've been working late so much, and I haven't had time to record after getting home. But yeah, tonight I had a little bit of free time available to at least record this. I could just spare an hour just for this one here. But really, me doing it this way kind of works out too, because it's a lot easier to do one episode that's an hour long instead of like 3 individual ones that are 20 minutes apiece, because other days of the week I might not be able to record. So I can do 3 episodes worth of stuff in one video pretty much. And I'm already so close to the castle, so I'm going to just head up here actually. Okay, here we have the Western Keep. Of note, you can loop around the center room here, just go down around and to the right there, and come up around. The room there to the immediate left there, we can go into later on with the Mystic Key. Oh wait, crap, I almost forgot. I do actually want to leave here real quick. I'm going to pop off a tent. Oh, wait, tent, there we go. Okay, yeah, that guy. And then we'll go inside. See if anyone actually is here. Apparently the elf didn't see anyone here, and he was kind of spooked out of his mind, and peaced out right away. Okay, so let's see what we got. Normally, for this part, though, you probably want to have haste. It would be super useful to have here, but in my case, I kind of don't have that, so... Well, I mean, I'll be fine regardless. Oh, hey! Hi. I don't like the sound of that laugh, even though I guess I couldn't hear it. It's a trap! Le gasp! We've been bamboozled. Oh, that's a cool sprite. So yeah, this would be the Dark Elf before the Final Fantasy IV Dark Elf there. Wait, the crown has power? What kind of power? The Crystal Eye I can expect from that, but like, what power does the crown have? Meh, oh well. Sheer Force? That's a Pokemon ability. And also a really good one at that. And here we have boss time! Now, Astos can actually be pretty damn hard. Mainly because he has the Death Spell, which, as you would expect, will kill you in one hit. He also has a lot of HP, I think over 400 actually, but he'll be dead here shortly. Yeah, if you guys haven't already realized, these bosses are going to be pretty easy for a while. Later on, though, not so much. There will still be challenge in the game, so I won't be able to steamroll everything. Just a lot of things. But anyway, got a free level here. Nice. Now, Astos can rarely drop the Mithril Sword, actually, which if you want to fight him repeatedly to get that as a drop, by all means do it. If you have a good strat to kill Astos quickly there anyway, to kind of save some time. We will be able to buy one later on, but actually not for a decent while. So, yeah, if you want to farm him for one, then yeah, I'd say go for it. I don't actually normally do myself anyhow, for the most part, when I'm playing. But in this case, I didn't feel the need to. You obtain the... I can't do it with 5 words. It works better with 4. I could have tried. Okay, here we go. You obtain the eye. There, that's better. It's not crystal, but it'll work for what I'm trying to do, so we'll just roll with it. Okay, so we can bring that back to Matoya, actually, to complete this next step of the fetch quest, pretty much. This whole game is really one giant fetch quest, pretty much. And here, you start here, there's problem, go solve problem. Okay, problem solved, this is done, go here, solve new problem. Okay, this is solved, you have new thing, go here, solve new problem. Oh, here, we need this item, go find, you found it, okay, go here, solve problem, etc., etc., etc. That's Final Fantasy 1 in a nutshell, pretty much. Nice. I kind of missed the old days, actually, when I was first playing this game on the GBA. I actually figuring out what to do on my own. Although, granted, the knowledge was already out there with the NES version and the PS1 version there. But I never played Final Fantasy 1 back in the day, really. Although, I'm trying to think, actually. I think we had Final Fantasy Origins on the PS1 before I had the GBA version for Dawn of Souls there. But we didn't really play it much, actually. Not that I recall. I know my brother did here and there. And I kinda did. I think-ish, maybe? I don't remember. But yeah, I didn't really get into playing this game until the GBA version, back when I was 14. And I played this game to death back in the day. I'm so glad my GBA SP still works. I've had that thing for like 15 years now or something. Actually, longer than that. I got it when I was... I got it when I was 12, actually. I've had it for 18 years? Holy crap. Trying to think. Oh, yeah. Because my first GBA game was actually Lunar Legend. And my brother got Final Fantasy X-2 for Christmas back in 2002. So yeah, I would have been 12, he would have been 14. Wow. Man, the GBA was a hell of a handheld. It really actually might have been one of my... Oh my god, game! I'm trying to return the Crystal Eye to its rightful owner, and y'all are just sitting here throwing wolves and goblins at me like it's an RPG. Like, come on now, who does that? But anyway... Yeah, I've had tons of GBA games. All the Final Fantasy ports to it. Final Fantasy Tactics Advance, Mario Golf Advance Tour, Sword of Mana... what else is on there? Pokemon Fire Red, Leaf Green, Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, the Mario ports there as well for Mario 1, 2, and 3, and the Super Mario World there. There's more beyond that too. Yeah, that thing saw tons and tons and tons of usage growing up. Like, I want to attack them. Yes, please, with your magical stick. It works though. I also love the Defender sword swipe there, or really just all sword swipes there. I mean, mine wasn't as good as the in-game one, but you know what I mean. It just sounds cool, I like it. But yeah, I'm pretty sure my SP is one of my most used consoles of all time. Probably right up there with like the PS2 and the PS1 as like most played, I would imagine. Man, the PS1, can we talk about that for a little bit? Because the PS1 is fucking amazing. Oh wait, oh yeah, had I not missed that turn earlier at Albuquerque, I could have gone right back here and be just fine. But man, the PS1 was loaded with amazing games there, especially RPGs. I mean, come on, you have Final Fantasy 7, 8, and 9 as a big three. You can't go wrong with any of them. Wild Arms 2, Saga Frontier 2, Lunar Silver Star Story, Eternal Blue Complete, Silver Star Story Complete, rather. Legend of the Gaia, Thousand Arms. There's so many more beyond that. Legend of Dragoon, which, by the way, needs a remake or remaster or something, because we need it. And also people really, really want it. Maybe someday, you never know. You never know. But yeah, PS1 it had something for everybody. It really did back in the day. It was such an amazing console. And actually, for my case here, I'm going to skip on Diarra, because, again, I have Flare, but normally, you do want to have Diarra over, in my opinion, over Null Blaze there, because, again, if you have a Knight, or Warrior, then Knight later on, just teach them Null Blaze and you'll be fine. So yeah, I'm going to skip that, go for Null Blaze on the White Mage, and then Heal as well, because Heal is super good. Level 4 spells, I'll have to come back here later on for those, because it won't be until level, like, 13 we can use them? Maybe 14, I forget. But I think before our next big dungeon, I'll come back and grab those, because they will be very, very helpful. But actually, speaking of consoles in general, I want to ask you guys, well, two questions here. What do you think is the best console of all time? And what do you think what is your favorite console of all time? Now, those are two, of course, completely different things for a lot of people there. Now, of course, some people, their favorites could be, in their opinion, the best as well. But yeah, I mean, this is not meant to cause wars in the comments or whatever, if anyone does comments on this anyhow. It's only meant for open discussion. Because, like, hey, the people who watch my videos, I appreciate you. I like talking to you. Like, I want to be friendly, I want to create chatter and discussion, so, ergo, let's go with that. For my 2 cents on the topic, it's tough, because, I mean, for one thing, I have not played every console out there, obviously, but I have played many. So I think I can weigh in at least decently well on the subject. In my opinion, I think the best console it's a toss-up between the PS2 and the Super Nintendo. And I think I give the slightest edge to the Super Nintendo. I mean, both consoles really have something to offer for every type of gamer, even if you don't really game that much anyway. They're super, super fun, lighthearted, casual games for people to enjoy, that even though if you don't play games that much, you will be hooked by them. And of course, I mean, on the other end of the spectrum, they have super hardcore games as well. And they're just loaded out the fanny with amazing games, especially, in my personal case, RPGs. I mean, well, actually, let's get back to the game here real quick. You want to bring the Crystal Eye back to Matoya here, and then she'll give you a potion. And that being the almighty Jolt tonic, which we can use on the Prince of Elfheim, actually, to restore him from his near-permanent sleep status. Now here's the thing. Her eyes were closed before, right? Both of them. We found one crystal eye. She could have still seen out of the other eye she has, right? Wouldn't have much depth perception, but she still could have, see, at least partially. Oh, okay, well, fine. We'll be on our way then. Well, excuse me, princess. We'll just, leave you here. Oh, wait, one thing also, real quick, talk to the, broom here. I know it's weird. Frontwards, backwards, any way you see, such a strange spell to swish swishery. Tsellis Nata Hasad. Okay? Well, actually, read that backwards. It's dash, button, and select. And actually, that brings up the world map. So I will show that off here for you guys. I think I have that in there. I actually forget what... I forget my keyboard configuration, so nuts to that. Yeah, oops. Kind of forgot. I don't remember what select is. Might be. Anyway, so now we want to return to Elfheim, to the castle there, to wake up the prince, and go from there. So, cool beans. Or we could fight more battles along the way. Now, I would try running from these battles, but I think running away is kind of based on your agility, which I don't know how good my party-wide agility is. So my success rate probably wouldn't be that great. I'm not sure, to be honest, but whatever. If you have a thief in tow, they actually do help you quite a bit with running away more easily there. So, but oh well. But anyway, so back to the topic on the console RPGs. There's Super Nintendo and PS2. Super Nintendo, 2 words: Chrono Trigger. I mean, do I need to say more? Well, kind of. To elaborate there. I mean, Chrono Trigger, to this day, really does hold up amazingly well. And it absolutely lives up to all the hype it's gotten to. I mean, you can't really describe too many games, if any, as perfect, because every game has some flaw, some way or another, right? I mean, but I really think Chrono Trigger comes, like, the closest to perfect from any game that's been made, in my opinion. It just does everything so incredibly masterfully well. It's so perfectly written and handled and paced, and just everything about it just screams wonderfulness. And actually, I should probably replay it again at some point. Maybe for the channel? That could be an idea in the future. Or I could even stream it. I haven't done that for... Well, did I stream that? No, I LP'd it way back when. I didn't stream that. But yeah, Chrono Trigger still, yeah, again, just holds up amazingly well today. Like some, 25 years later that it's been out now, which is obscene. And then the PS2, you have classics like Kingdom Hearts, Final Fantasy X, Final Fantasy XII, Shadow of the Colossus. There's so many more great games just beyond that. Those are obviously just a very, very, very select handful of games there. But yeah, both consoles, of course, wonderful. The PS1 is also up there. The Switch is a new favorite for many people, for sure. Okay, let's try the Jolt Tonic here and see what happens. Does it need to be that bright to use it? Did it work? It did work! Wait, are you doing your walking animation in bed? Weird. Ooh, we did the Mystic Key now. Nice! You obtained the key! That's Mystic. Alright, well hey, good to have you back. Oh hey, you're welcome. Happy to be of service. And yep, that's just what we do. It's our thing. Okay, and now with the Mystic Key, we can go to all sorts of dungeons that we went to before that had some locked doors in them. But now we can actually unlock them with the key there, of course. Starting with the castle here. So, Mindful Hammer, normally good for the White Mage there, if you want to equip them with that. Got some money and some bronze gloves. I want to give those to one of the warriors here. They're a little better than the leather gloves there. Not much better, but oh well. Oh, let's see. Oh my god. Let's see what they turn into. Oh, Sage's Staff gets you a free life spell, but not that great there. Let's see. For the Mithril Hammer, let's take off your Judgment Staff. Equip that. Oh, wait. What? Whoops. Ooh, Thief's Armlet there. Nice. It could be... Let's see. Well, that's okay, but not that okay. If I had a Thief or a Ninja, then yeah, that'd be great for them, but I don't. Okay, so let's get you back on your Judgment Staff there. Get you back on your leather cap. Okay. Now, for all the areas we can go to with the Mystic Key, the castle here, Western Keep, the bottom part of the last floor in the Marsh Cave there, Castle Cornelia, and what is it there? What is it? The Chaos Shrine. That thing. Yeah. From earlier there, I could not recall the name to save my life for a moment there, anyway. And I will probably try to dip into all those places today because I have time to do so and I want to. So it also gives me more time to talk because I enjoy talking over these videos. They're fun for me to do so. Also, I can pretty much talk about whatever I want, more or less. So that works for me. But yeah, there's a lot of good stuff that we can get from all these chests here. And also lots of money here as well, which is always nice. Trying to think out of what all we get, if it turns into anything super cool with the glitch here. I can recall for sure. I also probably should have looked over the guide some more that I posted in the last episode there for the well, just more info there in general. But I didn't, because I forgot. But, oh well. Where's my water bottle? I could use a gulp. I could use a gulp or two. Ah, there we go. Okay, let's pause here for just a sec. Ah, that's better. Just that one gulp's all I needed to tide me over for a little while. Okay, so yeah, we'll do the Western Keep first. Then we'll double on back to the Marsh Cave. And then go back to Elfheim once more. Make your way up north to Cornelia. And then the Chaos Shrine. And then we'll go from there. Now, I forget who directs us to go where next. Although, oh, wait, well, I know where to go next. I just forget who actually tells us about that. Maybe someone in Cornelia, actually. But, well, if I don't find the NPC myself, I'll just tell you guys outright when we get to that point. So don't worry about it. Also, I really did the lighting here. It's like, it's kind of weird. You think it wouldn't be all this bright and everything, but it kind of is. Though I guess also the castle itself is just like completely ruined and such there. It's like broken roofs and what have you there. Now these chests do have booby traps, well, force encounters rather, in front of them. I will show one off here just because. Oh, got some wraiths here. These are kind of spoopy. And I think you can also fight mummies here. Actually, they can pop up here as well. Can I have a turn? Thank you. Yeah, these guys, of course, being undead are weak to fire and the Dia spells there, so a well-timed fire spell would be handy there from either a black mage or a red mage, or white mage with Dia there. So there you go. Okay, so got a falcon. That would be really nice for a thief there, or a red mage too. Power staff, that sells for actually a lot of money, so I will be selling that. And this steel gloves. So I want to give the steel gloves to this warrior here. I'll give the bronze gloves to the other one here. But more importantly, glitch. Oh. Oh. I kinda forgot about this. So, your humble everyday steel gloves can turn into the Barbarian Sword. This thing you normally don't get until you defeat the very last boss in the PSP exclusive dungeon known as the, what is it, Corridor of Time? Or something or other like that. Now, here's the thing. Normally, I do use these, right? If I'm playing on my own time. I think for right now, though, the defenders are more than powerful enough, so I probably won't equip them. I mean, granted, yes, I want to, of course, but I think to make things at least, somewhat normal there, I will not. So, but as an FYI there, that can be a thing that can happen. Let's see. So yeah, you have steel gloves, you have bronze gloves. Okay, so you guys are all good there. Okay. Oh, and then yeah, power staff turns into something dumb, I think, actually. So don't worry about that. But yeah, if you wanted to, with the steel gloves there, give your entire party of 4, one each of them, then yeah, you'll one-shot everything for quite a while. As far as normal enemies go, at least there. Bosses will become trivial, of course, because you'll just do so much damage to them, even without boosting your attack power with temper or haste there. Yeah, you're going to be in great shape there. But yeah, defenders here, yeah, they're still a mid-game weapon anyways. They're going to hold us over for quite a long time, so we'll be fine on that front there. Oh yeah, I forgot the Marsh Cave. Here I am going back to Elfheim already, but oops. Yeah, to give you an idea of how strong the Barbarian Swords are, if I were to be using them right now, can I go this way? I'm pretty sure I can. It's on a dead end, hopefully. Yeah, my tats right now are doing like, okay, yeah, about 200 there-ish, right? But the Barbarian Sword I'd be doing anywhere from like 8 to 900 or something, which is a kind of a, that is a dead end. Oops. Yeah, that's just a slight jump in overall DPS, just slightly. So yeah, that's why I'm not going to be using them. The encounter rate today needs to chill, just a smidge. I mean, the levels, though, of course, are nice and all, same with the extra gil. But I actually want to try and keep my levels kind of low-ish, mainly for the class change upcoming, because those tend to have better stat gains overall than the base job classes do. Also, encounter rate. What did I just say about the chill and you needing to do it? Just do that. Like, I don't need to battle every 16 steps, or 4 steps, or 3, or 2, or 1 step. Every, 30 would be okay. Or actually, that's not really that good either. Just chill. That's all I needed to do. Not asking for too much, am I? So actually, on the topic of encounter rates in RPGs, isn't Final Fantasy Legend, was it 2? Like, obscenely notorious for having a stupidly high encounter rate? I'm trying to remember, actually, from H.C. Bailey's LP he did years back, he was going through the Nasty Dungeon. In one episode, about 10 minutes there or so length, I think he cut out almost 30 battles. And, I mean, that's a pretty long dungeon, I want to say, as well. So, of course, there's more episodes than just that. But yeah, in a 10-minute video, this was also before YouTube had the increased time limit there. So I think the match was only about 10:59 back in the day. Yeah, this is back during the YouTube's heyday there, really. And I sound so old talking about that, but I was around in the YouTube heyday there. But yeah, that was kind of insane, the encounter rate there. What else had bad encounter rates? I know there's more games, but I just can't think of any right now. But oh well. Okay, so you may recall from earlier, the chests down here are behind locked doors. And while I'm here, I may as well grab them all. I don't really want to, besides the main one. But well, they're here. I may as well. Okay, so at this point, this will take care of Elfheim almost for good. Oh, this is the one I wanted? I thought this was next door. Huh, anyway. So yeah, silver armlets, normally good for the mages here. But I don't care about that for right now. Let's see here. Scimitar Saber, okay, don't really care about that. But yeah, you want to give the silver armlets to probably your white mage or black mage there, whoever has lower HP. Or lower defense, either or. So really, probably the Black Mage would be your better bet, in my opinion. Because, yeah, it's a light piece of armor that they're able to equip. It has 15 defense, actually, which is incredibly good for them at this point in the game. And that will hold them over for quite a long time there as well. Oh, wait. Up this way. The other chests there, I think they have, like, an antidote and some money or whatever. I don't really care about them. I actually want to try and, you know, get stuff done in the episode today. Well, I already have, actually, technically, so... But yeah, at this point, I want to make our way out of here, and then I'll go back to, Cornelia there next. Nothing over in Provoker, by the way, with the Mystic Key, so don't worry about that. I made it all that way back without a battle. Are you kidding me? That's gotta be a record or something, right? Okay, so we're on level 12. Okay, cool. Oh, level 13 almost, even better. Yeah, I kind of think level 13 is the level 4 threshold for spells that we can get. We'll find out here very shortly. 2 odors. Ow. Their clubs there kind of look like chicken wings a little bit. I don't know why, they just do. I can't really unsee it now because of that. And now I want chicken. Man, can we talk about how good fried chicken is? Like, legit fried chicken? Oh my god, I want some right now. Our store's deli where I work at, they made some incredibly good fried chicken. They also have deals, actually, I think every Monday. You can get in an 8-piece deal. I think it's 4 thighs and 4 thighs and 4 legs, for only $7 actually, which is a super, super good deal. The thing is, though, I always work... What? Whoops. Oh, thanks, McAfee. 1 second. Oh, never mind, okay. I wasn't sure if clicking on that... I had a little memo pop up there. I wasn't sure that would take out the audio here for a second with me clicking out of the window. So I'm glad it didn't. But anyway, so yeah, I always work Monday nights, so I'm never able to get any chicken, unfortunately. And if I even were able to, like, before I clocked in and bought it, I would have to just sit around and be either room temp or cold for a while until I could bring it home. Although I could just reheat it, actually, in the oven, and that worked just fine. Or actually, our new air fryer we have, that'd be even better still. Oh, yeah, level 4, nice. Okay, I can buy the new spells there now. Perfect. Take care of that here once I return to Elfheim. But yeah, really though, fried chicken is one of my favorite foods of all time. It is so, so good. There's actually one story about that I recall. This is back in like 2012, I want to say, maybe 2011, somewhere around there. I was working early one day over in our store's dairy department. Excuse me, or dairy frozen, whatever. I think I worked like 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. that day. So I went to one of my breaks at 11 a.m., right? I timed it perfectly that the deli was pulling out their fried chicken, one of the first orders there of the day. So yeah, I went over and got my usual order, a 4-piece, that being, well, obviously a breast, a thigh, a wing, and a leg. It was only like $4 or $5 for all of that. With it being right out of the fryer, it was incredibly good. It was so hot, so crispy, crunchy, juicy. Oh my god, it was divine, I tell you what. It was so, so, so good. I want more of that right now, too. Let's see. So yeah, I did Null Frost. I will pretty much never use Poisona or Poisona, however you pronounce it. I don't know. Or Vox. I just don't care about them, so I'm not going to buy them. For the Black Magic here, I will want to buy Haste for sure, and Blizzara too. Not that I'll use it, but it's there. Okay, takes care of that. Alright. I'm going to go for maybe a bit longer video today, because I still have a couple more things to take care of course, back in Cornelia and the Chaos Shrine there. Okay, so we'll get up to the castle next. I showed this off here last time, I believe. Make your way around here. I talked to the sages up here as well. Well, the elder sage dude, whatever he is. So yeah, now we can open these chests around here for some new stuff. So let's do that, shall we? Okay, ooh, cottage. Nice, that's a full HP and MP refill, by the way. Ooh, my throw knife. That would be good for black mages there, by the way. Iron armor, already have that. Tent, and most importantly, the nitro powder. You obtain powder. Yeah, it doesn't quite work the same as, like, with just 4 words there. I don't know. But anyway, we'll be putting that to use here in short order. Now, I think, is there a dot up here I can use too? I can never remember. I don't think there actually is. No, okay, I forgot. Okay, so I have to walk the old-fashioned way there to the Chaos Shrine, but that won't take long. But as far as other favorite foods go for me, pizza is absolutely up there. I could legit eat pizza every single day and be totally okay with that. We have a place down here, it's Marco's Pizzeria. It's not a local chain, I'm pretty sure it's a national chain, or mostly national there. They have their, what do you call, Old World Pepperoni, which is pretty much just really small pepperonis that are, of course, on the pizza, obviously. That bake up super crispy and crunchy on the pizza, and oh my god, with the super soft crust, the melty cheese, and the crispy crust there all together, it is like the most glorious bite of food you'll ever have. And I want some of that right now too. It's 11 p.m. and I would eat a whole pizza of that right now, pretty much. It's just that good. I also remember back in the day, if you guys are familiar with Fox's Pizza, they have their Big Daddy Pizza, they call it there. It's their big 21 cut square pizza there. We would get that for parties, like birthday parties or pool parties, whatever. Halloween parties, pretty much any party we'd throw. We did like 2 or 3 of them for all of us and our friends there. And we'd have so many leftovers after the fact because there was just so much there. And one of the best things too about that, it'd be sitting out there on the counter like for the whole night and get to room temp. It'd almost be better eating at room temp than when it was like fresh and hot after we picked it up there. I don't know what it was about it, but it was just like, it was so damn good room temp. We loved it. But anyway, so the southeast room here and the northeast room have some new swords in them. The Rune Blade up here, which does more damage to, I believe, spellcaster type enemies there. So like, well, we haven't seen any of them yet, but it will be useful for sure coming up here. You'll want to give that to pretty much either a red mage or a thief, really, or even a warrior as well. They can use them too. And then want to go up top here next for the other room. And then, well, I haven't found the NPC who tells us to go there, so I'll just tell you guys where we need to go and what to do. So with the nitro powder there, we have to go over to the west to uncharted lands, and we'll talk to the people that are there, because there will be people there. I mean, it's an RPG, so the people live in places. Funny how that works, right? Okay, coming up. Oh my god, how many battles have I fought now today? This is like, now I could be wrong here, but I'm pretty sure this is like the 800th battle I fought so far. Let's see, so we got, okay, well, we have another encounter, fourth encounter here with some gargoyles. These guys aren't too bad to deal with. I think they're not really weak to any elemental spells by and large. So just go, well, actually, an AoE spell would be good to soften them up, like Fire, Thandara, or Blizzara. And then have your attackers going for the kill there. But anyway, we got the Werebuster there, which deals more damage to were-type creatures, or just any, I think, 4-legged creature in general, like those the wolves, those ward wolves, things like that, I'm pretty sure. So we'll keep that around there as well for the future. Okay, takes care of those guys. Now, can I get out of here without one more battle? Please, 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 please. So close. So close, so close, so close, so close. We actually did almost make it there, honestly. I'm also very surprised that we got as far as we did. Now, surely, here to the entrance will be battle-free, right? Why do I say things? I shouldn't be surprised. I I don't know what I am right now. I'm I'm laughing, but I'm also a little bit annoyed. Well, not. I'm. I don't know what I am right now. Just laugh it off. Just laugh it off. It's all I can really do, right? Okay, well, that's out of the way. Okay, everything's good. Everything's good. We are good. Situation normal. Oh, one thing, actually, I really should have said this a while back, too. I kind of forgot. I had mentioned the first episode there to be posted live at 10 a.m. when I did post it. I guess YouTube's been really slow with processing videos lately, so it didn't go up until a little bit after that. So I do apologize for that. But I think this one here, I'll upload it sooner in the day, but have it be published probably at 11 a.m. or so, just to make sure it has enough time to upload and process fully there. Like, I'm normally up in the morning, like 8 or 8:30 most days anyhow. And yeah, these videos, at least the first episode came out to about a gig in size or so. This one will probably be the same. So yeah, I'll upload that plenty early tomorrow morning. But anyway, just go to our Cornelia here, go to the west, and, well, actually northwest here, rather. Oh, wait, I want to, I didn't want to yawn, I apologize. Sometimes you just have to yawn. I really should not have done that. I should have, just held it in. Oops. Might be. But anyway, so yeah, we're gonna go to this next part over here, do some stuff, talk to some people, and then yeah, we'll be wrapping things up here pretty shortly. It's already been over an hour for the video anyhow, so I don't want to go too much longer. I do want to get to sleep here soon-ish. Though really normally I go to sleep at about midnight or so each night anyhow. Sometimes sooner if I'm really, really tired. But yeah, usually about midnight or so each night, and then I wake up about 8 or 8:30 each morning the next day. Anyway, we'll make our way to the southwest over here, kind of just follow the path of sorts. Not really much of a path, but it's there. And then we'll see what lies beyond for us. Okay, make your way... Oh yeah, down this way, follow the coastline, to the little divot here, to a cave. Actually, this might sound weird. I've never really been in an actual, like, cave before, or like how you go spelunking or whatever, you go through, like, a big old cave or whatever. I don't... Well, actually, have I been in one before? I mean, I had to have at some point, I'm sure, in life. I just don't remember. But anyway, this is Mount... What was it? Mount Dwargar? I believe how that's pronounced. Let me show it off here again real quick. Yeah, Mount Dwargar, I think that's how it's pronounced. With Crystal Eye, you can... Oh, even the blind can see. Oh, okay, cool. Oh yeah, we already took care of that. Anyway, got some chests here for some money. Hopefully you guys didn't really need that. And yeah, here we have a bunch of dwarves around here, so that's cool. I've always liked dwarves. His name actually is Smith. Oh, well, that's that's good to know. Okay, yeah, we already heard that from the other dwarf there. Oh yeah, how's it going? Ooh, adamantite. Well, keep that in mind for later. Well, actually, way later, I should say. Let's see here. Now, the person we actually want to talk to is way down around this way. But before that, well, I'll just tell you here, this guy right here we have blah, 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 blah. We'll want to talk to in a sec. But for right now, I want to grab some treasure. Ooh, the Great Helm. Nice, we'll give that to one of the warriors here shortly. Worm Killer would be good for either a thief or a red mage. Let's see what else we got here. Mithril Mail. Definitely give that to a red mage there. That's their best armor they'll be able to equip for a good while, actually, there. Okay, so let's give the Great Helm to you. Well, actually, let's see what that turns into real quick as well. Anything worthwhile? Dual Rapier, Dark Claymore. Not bad, but not great. I prefer the defenders for better accuracy there. Okay, nothing too much of note there by and large. Oh, wait, the armor, actually. Let's go ahead and get back to... Well, it doesn't really matter who. Nothing really of note there. Oh, wait, let's do, that? Okay, whatever. Okay, so yeah, let's talk to this guy down this way. Oh, yeah. Well, this is Eric, so hello. Oh, the canal there. Oh, yeah, we saw that outside there. We didn't really get past it, though, but, guess you'll be able to do something with the powder there? Guess we'll find out. Oh, okay. That's cool. Oh, whoops. Yeah, we might want to haul ass to somewhere safe. Not really sure what you did to, make it explode. Whoa, holy crap, that's a powerful explosion. My goodness. Oh, what's that? What's that, a whirlwind right there? Or a whirlpool, not a whirlwind. Wrong W word. Oops. Oh, whoa, what's going on here? Besides a couple of big old noticeable lines. Wow. Graphical glitch there on the emulator's hand, or something, I guess. Cool water effect, though, I will say. Hey! That just so happens to be big enough for a ship to sail through. How about that? Ain't that just keen? Didn't really need the fanfare, but I'll take it. Oh yeah, well let's go head out there and see. And okay, bye. And we'll never see him again. Though actually, you pretty much don't actually. At least for the most part there. Okay, so let's go ahead and get back to the ship. If the game will let me. Now, can I get back here with no battles? Or if I fight one more, I'd be okay with that. Okay, here's the one. Now, what are the odds I fight one more battle? Because, the game hates me and will do it anyway, just because, right? Oh my god. I'm actually shocked at that. Okay, so... we will eventually arrive to our destination, I would hope. Oh, didn't want you to defend. Let's go Judgment Staff and Judgment Staff. There we go. I always love when they go first. I do kind of wish there was a way to turn off spell animations, just to save some time there in battles. But, oh well. Anyway, here we have the Lifespring Grotto. This is a really cool water effect, by the way. Peoples? Oh, no, we wouldn't hurt you. We have no reason to. What's beyond the statue there? Oh, that's cool. But how could humans get down here? Oh, that's ominous. Fetid water seeps from the statue. Probably should leave that alone. Just also she's just standing there as a guardian of sorts. Well, hey, a town. I like these. Okay, here we have the town of Melmond, which I'll be exploring next time on Let's Play Final Fantasy 1. And with that, guys, thanks so much for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys next time. And real quick, to be on the safe side, safe state, you never know, right?